Hi there. So in this particular video, I'm going to be making comparisons between British, American, and Nigerian English. So I'm going to start with the Nigerian English. It's a sentence, so have a listen. Pat knows the part of the story that frustrates me a lot. Pat knows the part of the story that frustrates me a lot. Pat knows the part of the story that frustrates me a lot. Pat knows the part of the story that frustrates me a lot. Pat knows the part of the story that frustrates me a lot. Pat knows the part of the story that frustrates me a lot. So, from the pronunciation, you can tell that there's a noticeable difference between the name Pat and the word part. Pat and part. In British English, you have pat and part. In American English, you have pat and part. In Nigerian English, you have pat and pat. Simply, there's little to no distinction between the name Pat and the word part in Nigerian English. Now, when it comes to British and American English, you realize that there is a certain level of degree of openness in pronouncing pat in British English. Pat. In American English, is simply pat. It's open, but it's not so open like you have in British English. So they say pat, Americans say pat, pat, pat. Nigerians will say pat with Britons. Okay. Then again, the final thing that I'd like you to take note of is the word uh, frustrate. Frustrate. Although some people tend to pronounce frustrate as frustrate in Nigerian English, omitting the R, instead of saying frustrate, you hear them say frustrate, frustrate, frustrate. That's wrong. So it should be frustrate, frustrate. Although in American English you hear frustrate, the stress changes from trace from straight to fra. So they say frustrate. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. Britons say I'm frustrated. Nigerians say I'm um, Nigerians say I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. Britons I'm frustrated. Americans I'm frustrated. I hope you learned something new today. I'm King Ife, and I more than anything love to see you prosper. Thank you.